Hello everybody, Hassan here, engineer, MBA, and ultimately an investor. And the mission of this channel, guys, is to democratize information for free so that we can all have the same opportunities in this competitive space. And in this video, guys, I want to talk about this article that was published recently on CNN. And basically, it's an article about mosquitoes being genetically modified. And I wanted to maybe give you guys additional resources to for you to view in your free time. So what CRISPR is, what the technology is, what are the applications and so on. So before we do that, guys, please like this video, please subscribe, and please hit that notification bell for our videos to get to you faster. If you guys like this video, if you guys subscribe, you guys know how the YouTube algorithm works. It works like wonders. So let's do this, guys. Please do like this video. If you have any questions or anything about this video, leave a comment below. We respond to all comments and we make sure that everyone here is heard and understood. So guys, in this video, I really wanted to dive into this article that was published in CNN. The reason why I wanted to do this, well, first of all, in our previous video, we talked about how legacy media really doesn't do a great job talking about these latest technologies. In this case, I want to give props to CNN. They released this article. They weren't the first one, but they did release this article late on Friday. And basically, this article states that in first ever US release of genetically modified mosquitoes begins in Florida Keys. So in this great state of Florida, it looks like certain mosquitoes were released by local authorities, and this was done for a specific purpose, right? These are mutant mosquitoes, and basically the way they want to do this is that let's you can't touch a box, but you can fog the out of your own yard if you don't want to be part of the trial. Okay, that's a little bit weird, but it looks like this was approved in May 2020, and it does look like there's about 50 million genetically modified mosquitoes in 2021, 2022. So this is really big, guys. This is a big project. And really the program target, actually, this is a great sentence here. We should probably just read that sentence. And it is really to potentially eradicate deadly diseases, and that includes yellow fever, dengue, and Zika. So obviously everyone knows about Zika. It's been a worldwide public health emergency for a few years now, and it's a serious issue, and it's affecting millions and millions of people. It's a serious issue, and even if you're going to like South America or some of these regions, you definitely want to be vaccinated. When I went to Brazil for work a few years ago, they definitely I definitely was highly recommended to get the vaccine for Zika. So very interesting, guys. What I want to talk about is the idea that this is already happening, right? We talked about how tomatoes, bananas are already genetically modified. So when people hear about CRISPR and they talk about gene editing, for them it may seem like a foreign topic, right? For many people, this seems like something we're going out of our reach, that has never been done in human history. But in reality, we've been doing this for decades, right? We've been modifying certain plants, certain vegetation, and obviously in this case, we've been modifying mosquitoes to combat certain diseases, certain aspects of our nature. Now, obviously, there's the negative side of that, is that what are the impacts, right? What are the side effects of everything? And honestly, in this video, I didn't really want to tackle this. I will let other resources do that, and that's what I wanted to mention as well. But before I even talk about the other resources, do take note that this is already happening in our communities. We have many organizations that are looking into this, are looking into how to use genetically modified techniques, right? Whether that's CRISPR, whether that's other related technologies, to really combat one of these types of diseases, really combat world hunger. We talked about how all the applications in CRISPR, it can affect, we obviously, there's human therapeutics side of things, right? Diseases, cancers, and so on, which obviously we've covered. many times in this channel. But there's also, everything to do with vegetation, plants. So we talked about world hunger, right? How can you attack world hunger, right? And if you have a technology that can basically modify certain vegetation so you can grow more of it, right? So you can feed more people and ultimately reduce and hopefully eliminate world hunger. That's that's a big positive, right? Not just for CRISPR, but for any sort of technology. So we even talked about how will the world look like when you have these lesser developed nations that no longer have to worry about feeding their people, but they can actually focus on innovation, creativity. It's very hard for anyone to really be creative and be able to innovate when they're hungry and when they're constantly talking and thinking about eating food, right? So this is one of our primary needs, right? I'm not saying anything new here. So think about how our world will change as you unlock these communities into the whole innovation space, right? How will they utilize technology, right? How will they use the digital technologies and so on? So that's really something you guys got to think about, right? We talked about how the total addressable market, how in genomics we believe that it is the biggest in terms of any other technologies and right now as we speak. So we believe that this space will eventually expand in terms of TAM, and when we see these types of use cases, when we see these types of stories, when we see these types of applications being used in nature right now as we speak. This is why we're very bullish on some of these companies like CRISPR Therapeutics, Antilia, Beam Therapeutics, Editas, and so on, because we believe that they can really advance the next era of humans, right? What is the next step, right? Eradicate diseases, serious diseases, right? Help families around the world, communities. So very important, guys. So I'll link the article in the description, guys. So I'll let you guys read it. But these are big numbers, guys. 750 million approved by the EPA in 2021 and 2022. So this is very big, guys. This is already happening. So when we make these types of videos, this isn't just theory. Yes, we're looking at research papers. Yes, we're reviewing a lot of technical details. But just be aware some of these applications are already in nature as we speak. So what I wanted to leave you guys off with is two documentaries, right? So there's one from PBS. It's called Human Nature. I believe it could be found on YouTube, but you guys can do that. Yeah, it's here, right? It's on YouTube. So it's a great documentary. It talks about CRISPR, it talks about the side effects of CRISPR in terms of negativities, but it really dives deep into it. It talks about how researchers are looking into it, the history, the current status, and hopefully the outlook of this technology. So, guys, take some time to look into it. And even Jennifer Doudna, which we have the book in the description below, written by Walter Isaacson, she's giving great interviews in that documentary. So guys, please look into it if you have time. It's just about an hour and a half, so great content there. And then there's another one as well, guys, Unnatural Selection. This was in 2019. This is like a mini documentary series in Netflix. Great documentary series. Great information about CRISPR. You see how there are many families looking forward for this technology to really save their close ones' lives, or even eradicate some of these diseases that we have in our communities, not just in North America but all around the world. And both of these documentaries look and interview many researchers from. I think there's one, even in one of them, these documentaries, there's a researcher from Italy talking about how genetically modified species, animals, can really help our nature in such ways. So guys, please look into those resources if you have time. It's a great start. If you guys want something more professional, something more established in terms of viewing, of obviously these types of channels, these types of YouTube videos will definitely help you. But if you want to see how everything is in action, interviews, something more Hollywood style, I definitely recommend you guys to view those two documentaries that I'm talking about. So guys, I'm going to end this video like this. This week I want to explore a little bit more with genomics / technologies related to it. Really wanted to go in depth with this article and obviously the other resources we talked about. If you like this video, guys, please like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. I know some of you haven't done that yet, please subscribe. It really, really does help the channel. And if you have any questions, any recommendation as to other resources, link that in the comment below. Comment that, we'll take a look at it and maybe hopefully make a video on it. So guys, we'll see each other tomorrow, hopefully in our next video. Thank you very much. Have a great Monday. Thank you.